I posted a question today on my Facebook page about stoning, and I'm going to read the question and a couple of answers to you. Stoning people to death. If you are a Christian, tell me, do you think a loving God would instruct his people to carry out this kind of punishment? Do you know what stoning is exactly? And so I got a bunch of responses saying things like stoning is murder, it's very wrong, it's bad. But I had one person who started off quoting the Bible, you know, where stoning is quoted in the Bible. And I said, great, what's your opinion now on stoning? And basically I got an answer like, why do we still concern ourselves with the laws of the ancient times when now we are under the kind yoke of the Christ? And in response to that, I said, well, because stoning is still used today to punish people because of them going against the rules of religion. And most recently in the news has been stoning of women for, you know, adultery and just for loving another person who is the wrong religion. So he says, well, stoning today, the true God is not happy about that because we are not supposed to live by the sword or stone today. So definitely it is not right, and they will come under punishment for what they are doing. That's his answer. My response to that, oh, he also was asked another question by someone else, and then he says, yes, we are able to use the spiritual weapons that Jesus has supplied. Yes, those things get to the root of the matter here. And my response was, why is today's God the true God and the one of the Bible isn't? You keep saying these obscure things that don't even really make sense. You're contradicting yourself. Do you know what stoning is? Have you ever seen it done to somebody or the results? And what exactly are spiritual weapons, and why can't I get a straight answer from you? In response, concerning stoning today is straight out wrong. And since you don't believe in God, I understand why you can't see that he will deal with this and punish those engaged in type of behavior. Secondly, spiritual weapons are used by those who are in the light. I don't expect you to understand that fully, but at least let's sit back and reason as to gain some understanding of these things. And I angrily wrote in response, you're right. I don't understand because you speak as if you aren't living in the same world we are, praising your God to make sad excuses for why he would do such horrible things. If your God is as horrid as he claims to be in the Bible, why would you want to put your entire life spending your time and money dealing with this kind of bullshit? You wouldn't take it from a human, but it's okay because your God does it. Stop making excuses for it. What do you really think is going to happen to you after you die? Spend time with God? And then what? What exactly happens to you for eternity that is so good that you just have to worship this guy? What happens? And the God of the Old Testament is the same God of the New Testament. And your God cannot be all-powerful. If he is, and he knows our hearts like you say, why? Why does he do nothing to stop the evil that is happening today? He uses all that power for nothing. He just stands there and does nothing. Nothing. Explain that without quoting the Bible. I'm Heather, and I am an angry atheist.